Good morning, Blue Devil fans. We are here to bring you our first Blue Devil baseball action of the season between the homestanding Blue Devils and the visiting Bruce Trojans this morning on a beautiful sunny Sunday or Saturday, morning, soon to turn into afternoon. And this one's about ready to get underway. First three batters for the Bruce Trojan: Hastings, Fulton, and Kemp. Pitching for the Blue Devils will be number 23, Charlie Edwards. And we'll get around to the rest of the starters here in just a moment as the Charlie's finishing his warm-up tosses. Starting lineup for your Blue Devils. Leading off and playing center field, number 4, Will Taylor. Batting second, playing shortstop, number 3, Ward Walker. Batting third and playing second base, number 9, Michael Fonte. Batting cleanup and playing first base, number 16, Justin Brewer. Batting fifth and catching, number 1, Josh Byford. Batting sixth and pitching, number 23, Charlie Edwards. Batting seventh and playing right field, number 10, David Martin. Batting eighth and playing left field, number 12, Drew McGehee. And batting ninth and playing third, number 21, Matt Craven. First bit of good weather we've had here in the early part of the season. Blue Devils, Bob, haven't been able to get a whole lot of games in here due to inclement weather here at the field.
Yeah, Doug, it's, this time of the year, it's rain and more rain and more rain. And I'm sure the average high school baseball team around North Mississippi probably has about 5 or 6 rainouts by now.
For the most part. Hastings the batter now for the Trojans. The center fielder. And the first pitch from Edwards, low and outside, ball 1. Well, he called it a strike. Another one of these been watching majors for the delayed strike call. Low and outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count now on Hastings. Swing and a miss, strike 2 on Hastings. Edwards set to deliver on a 2-1 count, 1-2 count, and strikes him out. First out of the inning goes via the strikeout.
1 out inning, your batter, left fielder number 11, in Fulton.
Fulton the batter now, Camp on deck. Nobody on and 1 out. Outside corner strike. 0-1 count on Fulton. Foul back over us. Strike 2. 0-2 count now on Fulton. Edwards gets his sign. Curveball hit toward the shortstop. Walker up with it and across, and Brewer with the swinging tag as he went by as he was pulled off for the second out of the inning.
Fulton grounds out to shortstop Walker. Now batting number 4, second baseman Camp.
Camp your batter now. Dixon on deck. 2 outs in the inning. Dixon steps in now. Edwards set to deliver. Foul ball down the third base line.
Doug, I want to mention our sponsors for the game today here in Water Valley. Dr. Joe Walker, State Farm Insurance in Water Valley. Kenny Taylor Auto and Tobacco World BP is some of our sponsors, along with Mechanics Bank and Union Planters here in Water Valley.
Always like to thank the sponsors for bringing high school baseball to all the viewers. Edwards delivers again. Q shot off the end of the bat toward the second baseman. Fonte picks it up and throws across for the third out of the inning.
Second baseman Fonte with the third out.
No runs, no hits, and we go to the bottom of the first. We'll be right back with that in just a second.
Leading off the bottom of the first inning for the Blue Devils, center fielder number 4, Will Taylor.
Blue Devils enter this game with a 3-5 record, I believe it will be correct so far on the season. Pitching for the Trojans today is Ferguson, number 8. Taylor swings and pops it into the left field area. Right fielder drops the ball, and Taylor is on with the error on the fly ball.
Shortstop, number 3, Ward Walker.
Ward Walker, the batter, Michael Fonte on deck. Will Taylor on first with due to the error. And Walker attempts the bunt. It goes foul. Strike 1.
Doug, I want to mention another sponsor here, Dr. Joe Walker, located on South Main Street in Water Valley. Proud supporters of Blue Devil baseball. The staff at Walker's Clinic wish the Devils the best of luck throughout the 2001 baseball season and would like to encourage all fans to show their support by attending the games and cheering on the Blue Devils to victory.
0-1 count on Ward Walker. Ferguson makes the move to first. Taylor is back safely. Will a definite threat to steal at first. Foul ball back to the backstop. Strike 2.
We're going to foul back. It was a count. No balls and 2 strikes. The batter, Ward Walker.
Just underway here between the Blue Devils and the Bruce Trojans. Bottom of the first inning, 0-0 your score now with a man on first and nobody out. Ward Walker at the plate with an 0-2 count. And Walker slaps it into left field for a single.
Ward Walker singles left.
Will advances to second, and that leaves, brings up
Nobody out. Your batter, second baseman, number 9, Michael Fonte.
brings up number 9, the second baseman Michael Fonte to bat. Cleanup hitter Justin Brewer on deck. Umpire calls timeout to sweep the plate off. And we're ready to go as the Blue Devils threaten here in the bottom of the first. High and outside, ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count now on Fonte. Hits the ball off the end of the bat toward right field. Right fielder back, makes the grab. Will tags and advances to third on the sacrifice.
Fonte flies out to the right fielder, D. Fulton. Taylor advances from second to third on the fly ball.
Justin Brewer, the batter. Josh Byford on deck. 1 out.
Now batting first baseman, number 16, Justin Brewer.
Runners at first and third. Ferguson ready to pitch. Inside. Walker steals second. Now runners are at second and third.
Walker moves up to second base.
1 ball, no strikes on Brewer. Brewer hits one to deep left field. Home run, Justin Brewer. Excellent way to start off the game. 3-run homer.
Doug, I want to mention another one of our sponsors for Water Valley Blue Devil Baseball. Kenny Taylor Auto Sales Incorporated, formerly Brown's Used Cars on South Main and Water Valley, continues a 25-year tradition with quality autos at reasonable prices and personal service. They're proud supporters of Water Valley Blue Devil Baseball and all their endeavors. Remember, for a wide selection of quality autos and reasonable prices, see Kenny Taylor, located on South Main and Water Valley.
Now batting, the catcher, number 1, Josh Byford.
Josh Byford, the batter now. Charlie Edwards, the pitcher, on deck. 3-0 is your score. Foul ball, strike one. Edwards set to, Ferguson set the deal. Low and outside. Ball one. 1-1 count. Low and outside again, ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike to count now on Byford, the catcher. Low again, ball 3. Three balls, 1 strike to count now on Byford. 1 out in the inning. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Doug, a good crowd of Trojans fans came over today for a day of baseball, and as we said earlier, really a nice day for baseball.
Byford toward the third baseman, kicks it between his ankles, comes up throwing, and still not able to make the throw across. Byford is safe at first on an infield hit.
Byford reaches first base.
Charlie Edwards, the batter. David Martin on deck.
Byford, number 7, Michael Savage. Now batting, number 23, pitcher, Charlie Edwards.
Foul ball down the first base side. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike count to Edwards. High ball 2, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Michael Savage, number 7, is running for the catcher Josh Byford as a courtesy runner. Foul back, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count now on Edwards. High, and Savage is off to the races. Ball gets away from the second baseman, rolls out into shallow center field, but Savage stays at second, safe on the steal attempt.
Michael Savage steals second base.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count now on Charlie Edwards. Ball hit in the air toward the right fielder, makes the play. Gets the ball in quickly. Out number 2.
Charlie Edwards flies out. The right fielder, Lee Fulton.
Brings up David Martin, Drew McGehee on deck. 2 outs.
On second base with 2 outs, your batter. Right fielder, number 10, David Martin.
Ferguson set to pitch. Inside, ball 1. Your score is 3-0 on the strength of a 3-run homer by Justin Brewer. Martin hits a slow roller to shortstop, and the first baseman can handle it. Savage comes around third and advances home on the error. Martin reaches on the error on the shortstop with the throw. Brings up Drew McGehee. Matt Craven on deck.
Martin reaches. Savage scores. Hi, man. Left field number 12, Drew McGehee.
Ball gets away from the catcher on a pass ball, and Martin will advance to second. Ball one.
Martin moves up to second base.
4-0 your score now. McGehee pops it up toward the center fielder, and he makes the put out for the third out.
McGehee pops out to the center fielder. Hastings, the third out of the inning.
Blue Devils score 4 runs with the help of a couple of errors and lead 4-0 after one. We'll be back with the top of the second after this. Alrighty, now we're back here, top of the second inning of play. Bruce Trojans about to come up to bat, trailing 4-0 after the Blue Devils almost were able to bat around in the bottom of the first. First three batters: Dixon, Ferguson, Fulton.
Catcher number 24, Dixon.
Starting Blue Devil pitcher today, Charlie Edwards, just a freshman, early in his Blue Devil career playing baseball. Dixon pops it up to the pitcher. Charlie able to make the grab and the first out.
Dixon pops out to the pitcher, Charlie Edwards.
One out in the inning. Ferguson, your batter, the pitcher. Fulton on deck. Swing and a miss by Ferguson. Strike one. Low and inside, ball one. Ball gets away from catcher Byford. Rolls over toward the Bruce dugout. They get it back into play now. 4-0 is your score in favor of the Blue Devils. Ferguson, the pitcher, batting here against Charlie Edwards. Low and outside. Called it strike. Well, bless his heart. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count now on Ferguson. Swing and a miss, strike three, strikes him out. Fulton the batter now, Prestige on deck. 2 outs in the inning. That's the second strikeout of the game for Charlie. Swing and a miss, strike one. Charlie doing one of the things that about all you can ask of a high school pitcher, and that's be consistently around the plate. Line drive right off the third baseman, Matt Craven's heel of his glove. And Fulton's on. Prestige the batter. Bailey on deck. Prestige the batter. Runner on at first. Swing and a miss, strike one. No balls, 1 strike to count now to Prestige with Fulton on first. 2 outs in the inning. Edwards throws back to first. Fulton back safely. No balls and one strike to count here. Pops it up into shallow right field. Fonte goes back, makes the grab for the third out of the inning.
Pops out to Fonte to end the top of the second inning.
One hit, no runs, and we go to the bottom of the second, 4-0 Blue Devils.
And I want to say a big thank you for all of our sponsors who have sponsored Water Valley Blue Devil Baseball. Dr. Joe Walker, located on South Main Street in Water Valley. Proud supporters of Blue Devil Baseball. The staff at Walker's Clinic wish the Devils the best of luck throughout the 2001 baseball season and would like to encourage all fans to come out and show their support by attending the games and cheering on the Blue Devils to victory. Also, Kenny Taylor Auto Sales Incorporated, formerly Brown's Used Cars in Water Valley, continues a 25-year tradition with quality autos at reasonable prices and personal service. Proud supporters of Water Valley Blue Devil Baseball in all their endeavors. Remember, for a wide selection of quality autos and reasonable prices, go out and see Kenny Taylor, located on South Main Street in Water Valley.
All righty, here we are. Bottom of the second inning of play. The Blue Devils about to come up. First three batters for the Blue Devils will be Matt Craven, the third baseman, center fielder Will Taylor, and shortstop Ward Walker. Back to the top of the lineup. Let's see if the Devils can pick up where they left off in the first inning with their offense. Ferguson with a rather shaky first inning of work. Of course, his mates in the field didn't help him out any with 2 errors.
They want to let people know about the Vardaman Spring Classic coming up. Matter of fact, starts this Thursday, coming Thursday. Of course, it is in Vardaman. It's Thursday, Friday. It's a 2-day Spring Classic, so I want to invite people to head over to Vardaman and watch the Devils play. Not sure exactly who's in there. Maybe Calhoun City or another Calhoun County team that's in there, but I believe there's 4 teams total that's playing in the Classic.
That's another Vardaman. The Rams have a nice field over there.
Yes, they do. And of course, next Saturday they'll be back at home here playing Horn Lake. Matter of fact, they've got a junior varsity game at 10 o'clock scheduled, and a varsity game which will start at noon.
Craven bounces one to the pitcher, and he was able to make the put out for the first out.
Center fielder number 4, Will Taylor.
Taylor the batter. Walker on deck. Will reached in the first inning on an error by the right fielder, and later scored on the 3-run homer by Justin Brewer. High and outside, ball 1. Ferguson sets, delivers inside. Will pops it straight up. Shortstop comes in and makes the grab for the second out of the inning. Ward Walker the batter. Michael Fonte on deck.
Shortstop number 3, Ward Walker.
Low inside, ball 1. Two outs in the inning. Low, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes to count to Ward Walker. Ball 3 as the ball gets away from the catcher. Three balls, no strikes to count now on Walker with nobody on. 2 outs in the inning. 4-0 lead for the Blue Devils. Ferguson delivers. Low and outside, ball 4. Walker is on with a walk.
Second baseman number 9, Michael
Second baseman Michael Fonte, the batter. Justin Brewer on deck. Michael had a sacrifice fly his last time up. Fouls it off for strike one. Oh, 1 count now on Fonte. High ball one. One ball, one strike count with Walker on at first. Low ball two. Two-one count to Fonte. Michael drills it to left field. And they call it it is a home run. Went over the top of the fence. 2-run homer for Michael Fonte. Thought that one was going to bounce off the fence, but it was able to clear the top of the fence for a home run. And the Blue Devils gain 2 more to take a 6-0 lead here in the bottom of the second. Brings up cleanup hitter Justin Brewer. Josh Byford on deck. 2 outs in the inning.
Now batting, first baseman, number 16, Justin Brewer.
And the pitch way outside in high, ball one. One ball, no strike count as Ferguson, I don't think, is going to give Justin a whole lot to look at here at this in this at bat. Way inside, ball two. Two-0 count to Brewer. Make that a 3-0 count. Ferguson trying to keep it low and inside. Ball 4. Brewer takes the walk.
Justin Brewer draws the walk. Now batting, the pitcher, number 1, Josh Byford.
Josh Byford, the catcher, the batter now. Charlie Edwards on deck. Byford hits it in the hole past the shortstop for a single.
Josh Byford singles to left field.
Brewer advances to second. That brings Charlie Edwards up. David Martin on deck. 2 outs in the inning.
Now batting, the pitcher, number 23, Charlie Edwards.
Swing and a miss, strike one. Ferguson set the deal on the 0-1 count to Edwards. High and outside, ball one. One ball, one strike to count. 2 men on. 2 runs in the inning. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Excuse 2. I'm ahead of myself. One, 2 count. Pop up to the second baseman. I make it to first baseman and squeezes it, puts it away for the 3rd out of the inning.
Popped out to first baseman.
And the Blue Devils scored 2 runs on a 2-run homer by Michael Fonte. We'll be back with the 3rd inning of play right after this. Top of the 3rd.
Trojans. Shortstop.
Bailey, the shortstop, your first batter up here, followed by the DH Ward, and then Baker. Or excuse me, followed by Hastings. Swing and a miss at the curveball in the dirt. 6-0 is your score here in the top of the 3rd inning of play in favor of the Blue Devils. Powered today by the long ball. One by Justin Brewer, one by Michael Fonte. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. To Bailey. Low, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Low and outside, ball 3. And 2 low, ball 4. First walk given up so far today by Edwards.
Bailey draws a walk. Now batting the designated hitter, number 22, Ward.
Designated hitter Ward, the batter. Hastings on deck. Strike 1 called on the outside corner. Low and outside, ball 1. Edwards delivers ball, knocked down the 3rd baseline, just foul. Be strike 2.
Count goes 1 ball and 2 strikes on the designated hitter, Ward.
1-2 the count now on Ward. Hastings on deck. Bailey on at first. Nobody out. Quick throw to first, and Bailey's back in safely. Curveball outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count now to the designated hitter, Ward. Low and outside, ball 3. Full count now on Ward. Hits one right at Fonte. Across for the double play. Nicely executed there by Michael and Ward.
Ward grounds into a double play. Second to short to first.
4-6 and 6-3 on the putout. Baker, Hastings the batter. Fulton on deck.
Batting center fielder, number 18, Hastings.
Strike 1 on Hastings.
Doug, I want to let everybody know, too, that we'll be covering one of the Water Valley Ladies softball games throughout the season. We haven't selected one yet, but that's something we're working on, and you'll be seeing a ladies softball game coming up sometime during the season.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count, and that's ladies fast pitch softball.
That's right.
First season for fast pitch softball here with the Lady Devils. Oh, he had him looking on a wicked hook on the outside corner. Strike three, and Hastings goes down for the third out. We'll be back with the Blue Devils in the bottom of the third inning right after this.
Water Valley Blue Devil Baseball is being brought to you by Kenny Taylor Auto Sales Incorporated, formerly Brown's Used Cars in Water Valley, continuing a 25-year tradition with quality autos at reasonable prices and personal service. Proud supporters of Water Valley Blue Devils in all their endeavors. Remember, for a wide selection of quality autos and reasonable prices, see Kenny Taylor, located on South Main Street, Water Valley. Also by Dr. Joe Walker, located on South Main Street in Water Valley. Proud supporters of Blue Devil Baseball. The staff at Walker's Clinic wish the Devils the best of luck all throughout the 2001 baseball season, and would like to encourage all fans to show their support by attending the games and cheering the Blue Devils on to victory throughout the season. So definitely want to say thank you so much for the sponsorship for Water Valley Blue Devil Baseball to make it possible to be aired. I want to say hello to all the Bruce folks. So this game is going to be aired in Bruce as well. So I want to say congratulations to the Bruce Trojans on their season so far, and all the fans. Good fan support coming out as well today.
Definitely nice crowd here from Bruce to follow the Trojans over as they take on the Blue Devils. Unfortunately, the Trojans not doing quite so well so far as they trail in this contest 6-0, and the Blue Devils about to come up in the bottom of the third. Ferguson still on the mound for the Trojans.
Also, I want to go ahead and just pass along this as well. There are some sponsors for Bruce Baseball as well. They want to tell you about these. Bonnie's Pageant and Formal Wear, located in Bruce. Bruce Family Medical Clinic. Also Bruce Furniture Industries. Bruce Telephone Company and Waller Incorporated, along with Custom Coverage Insurance Agencies and Fred's Pharmacy Stores as well.
About through with the warm-up tosses now, and we're ready to get this third inning underway. First three batters for the Blue Devils: David Martin, Drew McGehee, and Matt Craven. Last time up, David Martin reached on a throwing error by the shortstop.
Putting out the bottom of the third inning for the Blue Devils, right fielder number 10, David Martin.
Six to nothing is your score here in the bottom of the third inning of play with the Blue Devils at bat. Bottom of the order: Martin, McGehee, Craven. Martin skies one into center field. Center fielder moves about 6 steps and draws it in.
Martin flies out to the center fielder, Hastings.
Drew McGehee, the batter.
Left fielder number 12, Drew McGehee.
Matt Craven on deck. Outside ball. Well, he called that one a strike on the outside corner. Umpire is the pitcher's friend today. Drew fouls that one off over the third base dugout. 2 strikes. As you can see, some of the crowd there from over from Bruce to watch the Trojans play. Along the third base side, McGehee slaps one back up the middle. Second baseman able to get to it, but not able to throw out Drew.
McGehee reaches on an infield single.
Brings up Matt Craven. Will Taylor on deck.
Now batting third baseman number 21, Matt Craven.
Outside ball 1 to Craven, who grounded out to the pitcher last time. Way outside, ball 2. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike to count now on Craven with McGehee on at first. Craven lines one toward the center fielder. He's able to make the grab for the second out of the inning.
Craven lines out to the center fielder Hastings for the second out of the inning.
Will Taylor the batter, Ward Walker on deck. 2 outs.
Now batting, center fielder number 4, Will Taylor.
Will reached on an error his first time on the right fielder, and his second time at bat, flied out to the shortstop. McGehee on at first. Outside, ball 1. Ferguson set now on a 1-0 count to Will Taylor. Inside, Taylor fouls it off his fist for a strike. One ball, 1 strike to count with 2 outs now here in the bottom of the third inning of play. 6-0 is your score in favor of the Blue Devils. Ball way outside, ball 2. High, ball 3. Three balls, 1 strike to count now to Taylor. Outside, and Taylor draws the walk.
Taylor draws the walk. Runners on first and second and 2 outs. Your batter, shortstop number 3, Ward Walker.
Walker the batter now. Fonte on deck. Ward walked his last time at bat and scored on the subsequent home run by Michael Fonte. Walker single strongly into the gap in left field. Drew will come around to score. Taylor will hold up at second, and the Blue Devils have another run on the board.
Ward Walker singles to left center field, driving in McGehee.
Runners at first and second now for Fonte.
Runners on first and second. Your batter, second baseman number 9, Michael Fonte.
Justin Brewer on deck. 7-zip your score. 2 outs in the inning, and the Blue Devils threaten again. But a rope down the third base line. It's a fair ball. Taylor will score. Ward will score. Fonte's at second with a two-run double.
Left field line, driving in 2.
Justin Brewer, the batter, Josh Byford on deck. 2 outs.
Now batting, first baseman number 16, Justin Brewer.
Justin has homered and walked today. Strike on the outside corner as he comes down submarine, sidearm style rather. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Man on second. High and outside, ball 1. Brewer to the third baseman. Across the diamond for the putout.
Brewer grounds out to the third baseman for the third out of the inning.
And that's the end of the inning. The Blue Devils score 3 more, however. Make it 9-0 Blue Devils going to the top of the 4th, and we'll be right back. Leading off top of the 4th inning of play here, Fulton, Camp, Dixon, your first 3 batters. 1 ball, no strikes to Fulton. Fouled off back behind the backstop. Strike 1. Low strike called.
I want to mention some more of the sponsors from the Bruce area. Treasurer's Jewelry, located in the Oxford Mall. Step Saver Pharmacy. Pollen Wholesale Furniture. Parker Brothers Trucking, which is located in Dermer. And Grisani Rebel Motors in Oxford as well. Some of the sponsors for the Bruce Trojans.
2 balls, 2 strikes. You count now on Fulton. Curve ball, it didn't quite break in time. Ball 3, full count now. Top of the 4th inning of play, 9-0 your score. Fulton, one hopper to the second baseman Fonte, able to keep it in front of him and make the put out.
Fulton grounds out to the second baseman Fonte. Now batting, second baseman number 4, Camp.
Camp, your batter. Dixon on deck. One out. Nobody on. Falls just in front of his feet as Martin not able to get to it, and Camp makes
Camp singles right field.
on to the base with a single. That's only the second hit of the game also.
Now batting, the catcher number 24, Dixon.
Dixon, your batter. Ferguson on deck. Low ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning of play. Low ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. The count now on Dixon, the catcher. Camp on at first. Throw back to first. He's back in time. Two balls, 1 strike. The count now on Dixon. Camp back safely. Ball momentarily gets away from Brewer, but he's able to retrieve it. 2-1 your count with 1 out here in the top of the 4th. 9-0 in favor of the Blue Devils. Low and outside. Byford able to block it, but Camp advances anyway as he was unable to pick up where the ball was. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out.
3 balls and 1 strike. To your batter, the catcher, Dixon.
Runner now at second. Low and outside, ball 4. Dixon draws the walk.
Runners on first and second, 1 out. Your batter, the pitcher, number 8, Ferguson.
Ferguson the batter. Fulton on deck. As the Trojans threatened seriously for the first time so far in this contest. High, ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the 4th. Swing and a miss, strike two. Swing and a miss, strike three. I foul tipped it, excuse me. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. To Ferguson, the pitcher. Foul tip, back to the backstop. One ball, 2 strikes to count now to Ferguson. Edwards sets the pitch. Curve misses on the outside corner. Ball 2. Two the count. High ball 3. Full count now on Ferguson with 1 out and 2 runners on. Ball 4, and Ferguson is on with a walk.
Ferguson draws a walk to load the bases.
Brings up Fulton with Prestige on deck. And Coach Higdon goes to the mound to have a little chat with Charlie. Beautiful day for baseball. High today, I think, is supposed to get up to about 60-something.
Low 60s is what they're calling for. So, yeah, it was chilly this morning. It got up between 5 and 6, and it was frost on the windshield this morning.
It's supposed to be a little cool in the morning as well, but it's supposed to be a nice day tomorrow for the most part, I think, also with rain moving in tomorrow night. Foul ball down the third baseline. We need all the sunshine we can get, as soggy as we've been the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, considering last weekend when it rained virtually all weekend long, it's really nice to have a weekend like this.
Strike 2 to Fulton. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases loaded. Way outside, ball 1.
Devils can use some good weather. Of course, they've had 4 games so far rained out this year, and a couple had to. This being rescheduled, but
Foul tip straight back to the backstop.
As we alluded to earlier, probably most teams around the area's got 4, 5, 6 games that have been either postponed or canceled completely because of weather. Now, that's pretty much average for baseball this time of the year.
Blue Devils, as we say, with a 3-5 record coming into this contest, 2-2 in the district. Pop up, going to be out of play. It was my understanding that in the Independence game, which we lost, Independence has a pitcher that has signed with Mississippi State that is a pretty good pitcher from my understanding.
Well, I was told going into the season that Independence was one of the better teams, or if not the team to beat in the district.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count now with 1 out and the bases loaded here in the top of the 4th. Ball 3. Edwards takes him to a full count now. Fulton with a full count and no place for anybody to go. Ball goes to the second baseman, flips it back to Walker across, and he pulls him off. And no double play. 1 run scores. Ferguson is out at second for the second out of the inning. Dixon goes to third, and Fulton is safe at first.
Fulton gets into a force out at second. Run scores. Runners on first and third, 2 outs. Your batter, first baseman, number 1, Prestige.
Prestige is your batter. Bailey on deck. Runners at first and third. And the Bruce Trojans have a run across in this contest. 2 outs in the inning. Outside, ball 1. One ball, no strikes account now with 2 outs. Top of the 4th inning of play. High. Ooh, throw back to first was close. A quick tag there by Brewer. But he was able to get back. Two balls, no strikes to count now. Edwards bluffs him back again. Low, ball 3. And Prestige has a 3-0 count. Low outside, ball 4.
Prestige draws a walk.
And the walks have hurt Edwards here in the 4th. Pitching change in the upcoming.
Coming in to pitch, number 5, Corey Williamson.
Pitching change in the making. Corey Williamson coming in to take Edwards' place. And while the new pitcher warms up, we'll take a break and be back right after this.
Our sponsors for Bruce Baseball here is Bonnie's Pageant and Formal Wear, Bruce Family Medical Clinic, Bruce Furniture Industries, Bruce Telephone Company, and Waller Incorporated, Calhoun Apparel Incorporated and Still Manufacturing, Custom Coverage Insurance Agency of Bruce, Fred's Pharmacy Stores, Grisani Rebel Motors located in Oxford, Parker Brothers Trucking, which is located in Dermer, Pollen Wholesale Furniture, Step Saver Pharmacy, and Treasures Jewelry. It's located in the Oxford Mall. So I want to say thank you for that sponsorship, as well as the Water Valley Blue Devil sponsorship, which is brought to you by Union Planners, Kenny Taylor Auto Sales, Dr. Joe Walker, Union Planners, and State Farm Agency in Water Valley.
Your batter, the shortstop.
All right, we're back now. Williamson has his warm-up in. Bailey is your batter. Ward on deck. Ball 1. Bases loaded again. 2 outs in the inning. 1 run across. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Foul tip straight back. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count now on Bailey.
Go, Marshall.
Williamson set to pitch. Oh, close call. It was just a little outside, though. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Bailey. I was close. Ball 3. Thought he went around. Full count, however, on Bailey. Low and outside, and he walks a run in.
Bailey draws a walk, force a run in.
Go, Curry.
Ward the batter.
And 2 outs, and your batter is a designated hitter, number 22, Ward.
Ward's your batter. Hastings on deck. Bases are full of Trojans. 2 outs in the inning, 2 runs in, 9-2 your score. And he gets a single to left field. 1 run in. Going to be close at the plate. And the throw is offline. And he's safe at third. Ward.
Ward singles to left field, driving in 2. Advances to second on the throw home.
Bailey goes to third. And the Trojans have 4 runs in the inning. Runners at second and third. 2 outs, and the leadoff man Hastings at bat. Well, we've got a change here.
Batting for Hastings, number 35.
Low and outside, ball 1.
Cable Channel 12's next scheduled game that we have to air is the Water Valley South Panola game, which is coming up next Saturday.
High pop up to center field. Taylor looks to be under it, makes the catch for the third out of the inning, and the Blue Devils get out of it.
The center fielder, Will Taylor, in the top of the 4th inning.
That's the end of the top of the 4th. The Trojans score 4 runs. We'll be back with the bottom of the 4th right after this. First 3 batters for the Blue Devils: Josh Byford, Corey Williamson, David Martin. Byford with a roller to the third baseman, mishandles it, but is able to come across with the throw and get the out.
Grounds out to the third baseman, Baker.
Corey Williamson, the batter.
Now batting, number 5, pitcher Corey Williamson.
David Martin on deck. Williamson pops it up. Second baseman under it and able to put the out.
Williamson pops out to the second baseman for the second out of the inning.
David Martin, the batter. Drew McGehee on deck.
Water Valley Baseball is being brought to you by Kenny Taylor Auto Sales Incorporated, formerly Brown's Used Cars in Water Valley. Continues a 25-year tradition with quality autos at reasonable prices and personal service. Proud supporters of Water Valley Blue Devils in all their endeavors.
Martin pops up to the catcher for the third out of the inning, and the Blue Devils go quickly. 1, 2, 3. And at the end of the 4th inning, it's 9-4 Blue Devils. We'll be back with the top of the 5th right after this.
Water Valley Baseball is also being brought to you by Dr. Joe Walker, located on South Main Street in Water Valley. Proud supporters of Blue Devil Baseball. The staff at Walker's Clinic wish the Devils the best of luck throughout the 2001 baseball season and would like to encourage all fans to show their support by attending the games and cheering the Devils on to victory.
Top of the 5th inning of play here.
Bruce Trojans, number 11, left fielder, M. Fulton.
First 3 batters for the Bruce Trojans: Fulton, Camp, Dixon. Corey Williamson back on the mound for the Blue Devils. High, ball 1. Strike 1 called. 1 ball, 1 strike. Inside, ball 2. Outside, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike to count on Fulton. Ball 4. Fulton takes the walk.
Now batting the second baseman, number 4, Camp.
Camp your batter, Dixon on deck. Fulton on at first via the walk. Camp your batter. Outside, ball 1. Oh, and he hit him.
Camp is hit by the pitch. Runners on first and second.
Dixon the batter, Ferguson on deck. All right, here we are back now. Walker has completed his warm-up tosses. Dixon is the batter, Ferguson on deck. A little swappage around in the defensively. Will Taylor comes in to play shortstop, I believe. Fouled off the catcher's headgear, strike 1. David Martin moves around to play center field. And they're too far out there, we can't quite tell who that is playing in right field now. Charlie Edwards is back in the game in right field. Low, ball 1. Low, ball gets away from the catcher. Runners will advance to second and third.
Runners advance to second and third on the pass ball.
Low, ball 2. Excuse me, make it ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike to count, and nobody out. Runners on second and third. Here in the top of the 5th inning of play. Strike on the outside corner. Full count now on Dixon. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
With 1 out in the inning. Your batter, the pitcher, number 8, Ferguson.
Ferguson the batter, Fulton on deck. Runners at second and third, 1 out. Ball going to be hit into short right field. Edwards up with it, and 1 run scores. Camp holds at third. Ferguson on with a single.
Driving in a run.
Fulton, your batter, Prestige on deck.
Runners on first and third, 1 out. Your batter, the right fielder, number 20, D. Fulton.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. Inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Fulton. Bouncing ball to the second baseman. Fonte comes up and goes across for the second out of the inning.
Fulton grounds out to the second baseman Fonte, driving in the run.
Two runs in the inning. Prestige, your batter. Bailey on deck. 2 outs.
First baseman number 1, Prestige.
Inside ball 1. 2 Prestige. Walker puts the runner back to second. 1 ball, no strike count with 2 outs. Strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike, your count. Walker delivers. Inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Put the runner back to second base now. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at second. 9-6 your score now. Strike 2 called on the outside corner. Foul tip, and the catcher held on to it for the 3rd strike, and Prestige is out. 2 runs in the inning. Trojans pick up 2. It's now 9-6. We'll be back with the bottom of the 4th in just a moment. Bottom of the 5th.
Bottom of the 5th. I want to remind everybody that Water Valley Baseball is being brought to you by Dr. Joe Walker, located on South Main Street in Water Valley. Proud supporters of Blue Devil Baseball. The staff at Walker's Clinic wish the Devils the best of luck throughout the 2001 baseball season, and would like to encourage all fans to show their support, by attending the games and cheering the Blue Devils on to victory. Also by Kenny Taylor Auto Sales Incorporated, formerly Brown's Used Cars in Water Valley. Continues a 25-year tradition with quality autos at reasonable prices and personal service. Proud supporters of Water Valley Blue Devil Baseball and all their endeavors. Remember, for a wide selection of quality autos and reasonable prices, see Kenny Taylor, South Main Street, Water Valley.
First 3 batters for the Blue Devils: Drew McGehee, Matt Craven, Will Taylor. Way outside, ball 1. McGehee is flying out to the center fielder and reached and scored in the 3rd. Right toward the first baseman, off his glove down the right field line. McGehee will go for 2. Offline throw, and Drew in safely with a double.
Drew McGehee doubles down the right field line.
Matt Craven, your batter. Will Taylor on deck.
Now batting third baseman, number 21, Matt Craven.
Outside, ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at second. Outside, ball 2. Bottom of the 5th inning of play. 9-6 is your score in favor of the Blue Devils. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 on Craven.
1 out in the inning. Runner on second base. Your batter, shortstop number 4, Will Taylor.
Taylor the batter. Walker on deck. Will has reached on an error, flied out to the shortstop, and walked. Oh, that one smarted.
Taylor is hit by the pitch. Runners on first and second, 1 out.
Ward Walker the batter.
Pitcher number 3, Ward Walker.
Michael Fonte on deck. Two runners on, runners at first and second, 1 out in the inning. Pitcher Ward Walker the batter. Walker hits one toward the second baseman. Goes to make the pitch and didn't have the ball. Everybody's safe.
Walker reaches to load the bases.
Michael Fonte the batter. Justin Brewer on deck.
Bases loaded, 1 out. Your batter, second baseman number 9, Michael Fonte.
Fonte hits it high in the air towards center field. Center fielder under it, runner at third tags, and McGehee will score.
Fonte flies out to the center fielder. Driving in McGehee from third.
Runners at first and second for Justin Brewer. Josh Byford on deck.
2 outs in the inning. Runners on first and second. Your batter, first baseman number 16, Justin Brewer.
Outside, ball 1. Justin has homered, walked, and grounded out to the third baseman. Off the end and right to the first baseman for the third out of the inning.
Baseman to end the bottom of the 5th inning.
Insisted, and that's the end of the bottom of the 5th inning. Blue Devils score 1 to make it 10-6. We'll be back with the top of the 6th right after this. First 3 batters for the Trojans: Bailey, Ward, Hastings, or number 35. Inside, ball 1. One ball, no strike count. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bailey. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pops it into the air, into right center. Charlie Edwards there, able to make the catch.
Right fielder, Charlie Edwards. Now batting, designated hitter, number 22, Ward.
Designated hitter Ward, the batter. Number 35 on deck. 1 out. Ball 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. One to count. High ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Nobody on. Low and outside. Ball 3. 10-6 is your score in favor of the Blue Devils. Three one your count. Ball 4 called, and he's on via the walk.
Ward draws a base on balls. Now batting, number 35.
Number 35, the batter. Fulton on deck. Ward at first. Ward back in time. Low and in the dirt. Ball 1. One ball. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the top of the 6th. 10-6 your score in favor of the Blue Devils. Strike 2 called. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count now. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Hastings strikes out. Fulton, the batter, Camp on deck. 2 outs in the inning now. Ward still on at first after the walk. One ball, no strikes to Fulton. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Inside, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Walker delivers. Outside, ball 3. Three balls, 1 strike to count. 2 outs. Down the right field line, and foul.
Foul ball.
Right off the end of his bat. Full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Count goes 3 balls, 2 strikes. To the batter, M. Fulton.
Right backed up the middle to the pitcher, and Walker makes the play for the third out.
Fulton grounds out to the pitcher, Ward Walker.
And no runs. We'll go to the bottom of the sixth inning of play. 10-6 your score, still in favor of the Blue Devils. Eifert, Edwards, Martin, your first three batters for the Blue Devils here in the bottom of the sixth. High, ball one. High, ball two. Eifert pops it up. Right fielder able to make the catch for the first out.
Flies out to the right fielder. Fulton.
Water Valley Blue Devil Baseball being brought to you by Kenny Taylor Auto Sales Incorporated, formerly Brown's Used Cars in Water Valley. Continues a 25-year tradition with quality autos at reasonable prices and personal service. Proud supporters of Water Valley Blue Devil Baseball in all their endeavors. See Kenny Taylor, South Main Street, Water Valley.
Charlie Edwards the batter. Ball one. One ball, no strikes, one out in the inning. Bottom of the sixth, 10-6 your score in favor of the Blue Devils. Strike called. One ball, one strike. Edwards pops it up into the air. Catcher able to make the stab for the second out.
Charlie Edwards pops out to the catcher. Dixon.
Martin the batter
Second
now.
out of the inning.
Drew McGehee on deck. 2 outs.
Now batting your center fielder, number 10, David Martin.
High, ball one. One ball, one strike. The count now to David Martin. Low and inside, ball two. Two balls, one strike. The count to Martin. Foul back and sticks in the fence. There it is, right there. Two balls, two strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the sixth inning of play. High, ball three. Full count now on Martin. McGehee on deck. Martin hits one toward the second baseman. He's able to stop it, but he's going to be unable to throw him out.
David Martin reaches on an infield single.
Drew McGehee, the batter. Matt Craven on deck.
Now batting left fielder, number 12, Drew McGehee.
Another fine sponsor of Water Valley Blue Devil Baseball is Dr. Joe Walker, located on South Main Street in Water Valley. Proud supporters of Water Valley Blue Devil Baseball. The staff at Walker's Clinic wish the Devils the best of luck throughout the 2001 baseball season, and would like to encourage all fans to come out and support the Devils by attending the games, cheering on the Blue Devils to victory.
Strike one on the outside corner. 0-1 count to McGehee. One runner on at first. 2 outs in the inning. Inside, ball away from the catcher, and Martin will make his way to second.
Martin advances to second on the wild pitch.
1-1 count now for McGehee. Swing, and he fouls it off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Foul off once again. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count on McGehee. Martin at second. 2 outs in the inning. 10-6 is your score in favor of the Blue Devils. Swing and a miss, and he strikes him out. We'll take a break and be back with the top of the 7th right after this. First 3 batters for the Bruce Trojans here in the top of the 7th, Camp, Dixon, Ferguson. Lust over the second baseman's head, and Camp is on with a single.
Camp singles to right field.
Ball just out of the second baseman Fonte's reach.
Now batting the catcher, number 24, Dixon.
Dixon the batter, Ferguson on deck. Inside, ball 1. One ball, no strikes to Dixon. Quick throw back, ooh, and he almost had him. Camp back just in time. Low ball 2. 2-0 count on Dixon. High, ball 3. Three balls, no strikes, nobody out here in the top of the 7th. Squares around the bunt, takes ball 4.
Dixon draws a walk. Runners on first and second, nobody out. The batter, the pitcher, number 8, Ferguson.
Ferguson the batter, Fulton on deck. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Ferguson fouls one down the first baseline. Strike 1. Oh, 1 count now on Ferguson. Inside. Nice stop there by Byford. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Ferguson hits one high into the air toward the right field. Over the batting cage. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count now. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 3. Full count now on Ferguson. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Ferguson strikes out.
Runners on first and second with 1 out. Your batter, number 20, right fielder D. Fulton.
Fulton, the batter. Prestige on deck. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Walker steps off the mound. Back on now. I believe that was a ball call. I'm not sure. 1 ball, no strike count. Throw down to first was wide. If it had been on line, might have had him off. Outside, ball 2. 1-1 you count. Runners at first and second. Pops it into the air. Fonte goes back and able to make the grab for the second out of the inning. Fulton flies out to the second baseman. Prestige, your batter. Bailey on deck. 2 outs.
2 outs. Your batter, the first baseman, number 1, Prestige.
Runners at first and second. 10-6 your score in favor of the Blue Devils. Top of the 7th inning of play. Swing and a miss, but a foul tip that goes back to the wall. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. 2 outs now here for Prestige. Swing and a miss, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. Cues one off the side to the third baseman, Matt Craven across. Got him for the 3rd out, and that's the ball game. Nice play there by Craven.
Third baseman, Matt Craven.
Final score, 10-6.
Final score.
We'll take a break and be back and wrap this one up in just a moment. All right, this one is in the books, folks. The Bruce Trojans lose this one 10-6 to the Water Valley Blue Devils, as the Blue Devils were powered early by some home runs by Fonte and Brewer, and were able to get enough runs on the board early and hold on despite a late Trojan surge in the 4th and 5th innings, and win this one 10-6. That improves the Blue Devils' record to 4-5 on the year. Was not a district game, so the district schedule or record remains the same at 2-2. Blue Devils will be in action once again this afternoon at here at Blue Devil Field against the North Pontotoc Vikings. They will be playing this afternoon at 5. Then next week they will be participating in the Vardaman Spring Classic on Thursday and Friday. Next Saturday they will have 2 games here at Blue Devil Field. They will be playing the Horn Lake team at 12, and then they will be playing the South Panola Tigers that evening at 5 o'clock. And that particular game, the 5 o'clock game against South Panola Tigers, will be the next covered game for Cable Channel 12 here with us. We'll be back to cover the Blue Devils next Saturday evening at 5 when the South Panola Tigers come calling here at Blue Devil Field. Should be an interesting contest. I believe it'll be the first time we've played South Panola in a while. And
Of course, being a Class 5A school,
Yeah.
you know, they're going to come in and be tough. So I don't have any idea what their record is or how good of a team they have. But no doubt, being a Class 5A team, they'll be a tough team.
And, of course, the next district games are upcoming the 20th of this month and the 23rd. There'll be a week Tuesday and a week Friday as the Rosa Forte Lions will come to town along with Byhalia for the next district actions. Byhalia, actually, we go to Byhalia on the 23rd. But those are upcoming games. And until next Saturday, when we'll see you here to take on the South Panola Tigers, for Bob Murphy, I'm Doug Carter saying we'll see you next week for Blue Devil baseball action.
You've been watching Water Valley Blue Devil Baseball. Join us next time on Cable Channel 12 for more Blue Devil Baseball.